Good morning, everyone. I hope you all had a fabulous weekend. I had a few new items, so I'll go straight into those. My first item was a set of balloons, and these come 6 in the set. So what I will do for you is measure the largest one, because that's always the most important one, and it is 4 inches. It's a great little set of dies, got stitching all the way around the edge there that you can see. It's okay, sun's just coming up this morning, so it's going to get a bit bright through my window. So that's my first one, a set of balloons, and I will show you what I made. The first thing, with the largest one, I made this 3-dimensional tag by cutting 6, folding them in half and gluing them together, and I used some circus paper from Tuesday Morning and some yellow satin ribbon there from AliExpress. Of course, the balloon dies are from AliExpress, but I'm sure you know all that by now. So that's what I did first with them, is made this great dimensional tag. Now I left the ribbons hanging there at the bottom because I'm not sure if I'm going to do a cupcake or not, to represent the basket at the bottom of that balloon. So that's the first thing I made, and you can see it in my hand. It's a great size for hanging off a gift bag. So that's the first thing I made with that. The second thing I made with my balloons is a pretty tag, and I used the I think it's the 3rd size down in the balloon set to do that, and I'll measure that one for you. That's 2 inches, and it been popped onto a tag from one of the tag sets that I got a couple of weeks ago. I do link everything below, so no need to worry about that. So that's the second thing that I did with my balloon set. And then I got a nice new bow, so I'll just rummage around on my desk to pick that up. Oh, first of all, that is the tag that I used in that one, and I'll find my bow, and that's this one. And this measures 4.5 inches, so it's a lovely sized bow. I don't think you can ever have enough bows. I mean, I got a nice set of bows last week that I showed you, but this is one of those double folded bows, and this is what it looks like when made just from some plain craft cardstock. Nice size. Of course, when made up, it measures 3 inches across its base there. And I did another tag using a leaf, just a very simple one on some craft cardstock, and cut the base twice to give it some more dimension. So that was the second thing that I cut using the bow dies. And then I got, oh no, before I skip on to that, that is my leaf die. So that's a really pretty one. Next thing is hedgehogs, yes, or hodgehegs as I like to call them, and a set of 3. These are a lovely, lovely size. For my sample, I didn't use the largest one in the middle. I just used the 2 little babies there, and I will measure those for you. And the big one is 3.5 inches. And the smaller ones that come as opposites are almost 2 3/4 inches. So that's those, and they come in a set of 3. And I also got another leaf. This is a really lovely one because you can cut all the pieces apart off the stem to make many leaves, or just have one big leaf there. So this one's nice and useful, and I measured that one, and that one is just over 3 inches. So it's a great size again, and I'll show you what I made with those. And I used Dollar Tree foam board to cut the hedgehogs, regular cardstock to cut those leaves there that I just showed you, and as you can see, I cut them down to dot them around there to get that nice autumn scene. Used a little bit of distress ink, used markers on the hedgehogs, and if my camera will behave, check out those eyes. Those are 1.5 mil and they are a perfect size for doing these smaller dies, or on larger dies just for doing the pupil of the white eye. So that's another new thing that I got, the 1.5 mil beads. You can never have enough of these. I mean, sometimes, you know, you can do something and you can colour it in and then you think, oh, well, you know, to represent the eye, I've got to use a small fine nib black marker, but you never really get a perfect circle. And for me personally, I always notice that. I always see it. So it's really nice to be able to have something small like that to make those eyes just perfect. So Dollar Tree foam board there. So that's sort of like continuing on from what we did on Friday last week. And of course I used an AliExpress brick background embossing folder for that. And these are the eyes, super tiny, so you do need to use a pickup tool to do these. And these are super cheap on AliExpress as well. Little wax tip, you can just use a pencil sharpener to sharpen it. And that is what I have for you today, and I hope you enjoyed my little projects. And if I don't get anything new today, I will be back tomorrow with creativity instead, using some of my new goodies. And I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye.